take second numerical. In the last we have discussed one numerical on the based on Bell-Coleman cycle. Now next we will discuss few more numericals on the Bell-Coleman cycle. So take next numerical. An air refrigerator operates between pressure limits of 1 bar and 8 bar on a reversed Joule cycle. Air enters the compressor at 6.7 degrees Celsius and enters expander turbine at 26.7 degrees Celsius. The compression and expansion follows the law PV raised to 1.35 is equal to constant. So determine coefficient of performance COP and specific power required in kilowatt per TR if the flow rate of air is 6 kg per minute. Take Cp is equal to 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin and Cv is equal to 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin for air. Please remember these two values. Somewhere the values are not given, so you have to memorize these values, Cp and Cv of air. Cp is equal to 1.005 and Cv is equal to 0.718. So if you take the ratio for the adiabatic constant, adiabatic index Cp by Cv, so ultimately that value is equal to 1.4. Now please read this formula, read this numerical clearly. What they have given, and refrigerator operates between the pressure limits. So the lower pressure and upper pressure is given on a reversed Joule cycle. So it's again Bell-Coleman cycle. Air enters the compressor at 6.7 degrees Celsius. The entry of air inside the compressor is 6.7 degrees Celsius and the compression, and it enters the expander turbine at 26.7 degrees Celsius. The compression and expansion follows the law PV raised to 1.35. Please underline this point. The compression and expansion follows the law PV raised to 1.35 is equal to constant. Now look at here. In here somewhere the value is given, the PV raised to gamma is equal to constant, and at that time the gamma value is always 1.4, but here they have given PV raised to 1.35 is equal to constant. So this values is different from 1.5. so this I say compression and expansion processes does not follow the isentropic process. So this follows the polytropic process because gamma is instead of 1.4 and that value is called it as a PV raised to n is equal to constant. So value of n is equal to 1.35. Now what we have to calculate? COP and specific power required in kilowatt per TR, and for that flow rate is given as 6 kg per minute. Now here the lower limit means P1 is equal to P4 is given. First we will draw the PV diagram. So P1 is equal to P4 is equal to 1 bar, P2 is equal to P3 is equal to 8 bar. Now air enters the compressor. What is the entry point of compressor? Point number 1. So T1 is given as 6.7 degrees Celsius. So we will convert into the Kelvin. 6.7 plus 273 is equal to 279.7 degree Kelvin. Now and the enters the expander turbine at 26.7 degrees Celsius. So entry of expander is point number 3. So T3 is equal to 26.7 degrees Celsius. So plus 273, 299.7 Kelvin. So T1 is given, T3 is given, P1, P2 are known. The compression and expansion follows the law, means it's a polytropic process. So PV raised to n is equal to constant. So value of n, polytropic index 1.35, and Cp and Cv values are given. And they have asked to calculate the COP. Now we can calculate the COP by previous methods also, or we can take the new lines. So you can try by both ways. So here I have taken the new method to calculate the COP. The method is same, the answers may be same. Just we have taken some long terms, but these long terms are effective when you are solving the different or multiple type of questions. So this will be beneficial. So consider process 1 to 2. The process is polytropic process, and for polytropic process the relation between temperature and pressure is T2 upon T1 is equal to P2 upon P1 raised to, previously we have written gamma minus 1 upon gamma here, but the process is polytropic, so here we can write P2 upon P1 raised to n minus 1 upon n, n minus 1 upon n. So T2 upon T1, so T2 that we have to calculate, T1 is given 279.1, 279.7, P2 is given 8 bar and P1 is 1 bar. So 8 upon 1 raised to 1.35 minus 1 divided by 1.35. So after simplification, the value of T2 is equal to 479.54 Kelvin. 479.54 Kelvin. Similarly, the expansion process is again polytropic process. So for process 3 to 4, T3 by T4 is equal to P3 by P4 raised to n minus 1 upon n. So for we have to calculate T4. So T4 upon T3 is equal to P4 upon P3 raised to n minus 1 upon n. So therefore T4 is equal to, P4 value is equal to 1, P1 is equal to 1 bar, and P2 is equal to P3 is equal to 8 bar, and T3 value is given 299.7 Kelvin. So T4 is equal to 299.7 into 1 upon 8 raised to 1.35 minus 1 divided by 1.35. So after simplification and calculation, the value of T4 is 178.8 Kelvin. Value of T4 is 178.8 Kelvin. Now here T2 and T4 are known, and T1 and T3 are given. So you can directly calculate the COP by previous method. COP is equal to T1 minus T4 divided by T2 minus T3 minus T1 minus T4. Or we can take this problem. I'm sorry, here they have given a polytropic process, so you cannot go for the previous method. Sorry, I have not seen here. The process is given as a polytropic. So if the adiabatic process is given, you can easily calculate the same method by the previous method, that is T1 minus T4 upon T2 minus T3 minus T1 minus T4. But please remember, the process should be isentropic. Here the process is given as a polytropic. So now we have to calculate the net work done. So work done, first we have to calculate the refrigeration effect. So refrigeration effect per kg is equal to, because initially the mass is not given, initially just they have asked to calculate the COP. So we have written refrigeration effect is equal to mCp into T1 minus T4, because refrigeration effect is observed during process 4 to 1. So mCp into T1 minus T4, but the mass is not given here, so therefore m is taken as a 1, Cp is given 1.005, T1 is given 279.7, and T4 is calculated 178.8. So the after calculation, the value is refrigeration effect is equal to 105.42 kilojoule per kg. Please remember here Cp we have taken in terms of kilojoule. So the unit of refrigeration effect is kilojoule per kg. Now work done per kg is equal to, now here we have to calculate the net work done. Here the compressor and turbine are there. So W compressor minus work done by the expander. So WC minus WE. So work done by the compressor is N upon N minus 1 into MR T2 minus T1. Previously we have discussed this point, P2 V2 minus P1 V1, but PV is equal to MRT. So MRT2 minus MRT1, MR taken as a constant. So N upon N minus 1 into MR into T2 minus T1 minus the WE is the expander. So N upon N minus 1 into MR, expansion process takes place during 3 to 4. So T3 minus T4. N upon N minus 1 MR, both the terms we observe it as a constant taken outside the bracket, and the inside the bracket T2 minus T1 minus T3 minus T4. So N value is given 1.35. So 1.35 divided by 1.35 minus 1 multiplied by mass is given as 1 kg into R is 0.287 gas constant into T2 is 479.54 minus T1 is 279.7, T3 is 299.7 and T4 is 178.8. So therefore work done is equal to 82.96 kilojoule per kg. So COP is equal to refrigeration effect divided by work done. So COP is equal to 105.42 divided by work done is 82.96. So work done is equal to COP is equal to 1.27. When this value is there, when mass is considered as a 1 kg. But in next problem they have given the mass flow rate is 6 kg per minute. So now work done we have calculated is for the 1 kg. So if 6 kg per minute is given, so 6 multiplied by 82.96. So therefore the work done per minute is equal to 497.94 kilojoule per minute, because mass flow rate is given as kg per minute, and work done per second divided by 60, you will get 8.298 kilojoule per second, and kilojoule per second is also called it as a kilowatt. Next, the refrigeration effect that we have calculated it for the 1 kg. So mass flow rate is given here 6 kilojoule kg per minute. So here we will divide by directly here 6 upon 60 into a refrigeration effect for 1 kg. So the entire refrigeration effect is 10.54 kilojoule per second, and kilojoule per second is 10.54 kilowatt. But they have asked to calculate the specific power required in kilowatt per TR. Kilowatt per TR. But here we have calculated the work done in kilowatt and the refrigeration effect in TR. So 10.54 kilowatt is given, and 1 TR is equal to 3.5 kilowatt. So therefore we will divide by the 3.5. So the refrigeration effect in terms of TR is equal to 2.998 TR, approximately 3 TR. So specific power is equal to work done per second divided by refrigeration effect in TR. Work done is 8.298 divided by 2.998. So after simplification, the value of specific power is equal to 2.769 kilowatt per TR. Specific power is 2.7969 kilowatt per TR. So please remember this point. We have to check whether the process is compression and expansion process are given adiabatic or polytropic. If adiabatic are given, then it to go for the calculation of the temperature, and directly you will calculate the COP. But if the process is given the polytropic, then you have to calculate the refrigeration effect, then you have to calculate the net work done, and then you have to calculate the COP. So hope you have understood this point. In the next lecture we will discuss next numerical.